With all those titles under his belt, the world's richest man can now add Time Person of the Year to his resume. Here now to discuss Time's decision is Time editor-at-large Jeffrey Kluger, the author of 10 books, much of them on space exploration, which we'll get into. Jeffrey, good morning to you. Good to see you here on Morning Rush. So given that COVID has dominated all things of American life and life around the planet, we've lost 450,000 people this year. Why is Elon Musk, the world's richest man, the right choice?
Well, as Time always makes clear, and as our founder, Henry Luce, established it close to 100 years ago, Person of the Year is the one person or group of people who in the previous year have done the most to influence global events for better or worse. It's very important that we don't put a value judgment on it. It's not an award. It's simply a recognition of influence. And Elon Musk, as somebody who, as you point out, is the CEO of Tesla, is the founder of SpaceX, is a major player in Bitcoin, in solar energy, and electric vehicles, just fits that description perfectly, we believe. And for that reason, we selected him as 2021 Man of the Year. Person of the Year. You
say better or worse. With Musk, it's all wrapped into one, right? It's better and worse. He moved the crypto market 30% yesterday, Dogecoin specifically, with one specific tweet. And as for the worst, Senator Elizabeth Warren tweeted with a reaction that she criticized him for freeloading, for not paying his fair share of taxes. Senator Sheldon Whitehouse said he's a union buster and should not be the Time Person of the Year. So how do you balance the need for generating conversation, generating a bit of debate with the desire to make the right choice for society?
Well, we do always recognize that there's going to be debate associated with the choice we make. Again, that comes with the territory of picking someone who has influenced the world for better and or worse. And in the case of Musk, we did ask him some tough questions. We asked him some questions about his more intemperate tweets. We asked him about his ability to control Bitcoin and virtual currency markets with a single comment. And we asked him about some of the union problems and COVID-related controversial statements he made over the course of the past year. And he was quite forthcoming, actually. He was quite candid with us, which I really appreciated.
What did he tell you in regard to that? And how do you explain Elon Musk to people that don't understand him? And frankly, none of us do. He just moved into a 375-foot modular home. Not what you'd think from the world's richest man. What drives Elon Musk?
I think what drives Elon Musk is a desire to be a transformative person. He is not as invested in the idea of wealth scorekeeping. He seemed unmoved by his own designation as wealthiest person in the world. He seemed unmoved by the fact that, his own mother said to him once, as we mentioned in the story, look, rockets, cars, or solar, don't do them all. He seemed unimpressed with himself for having his hands in so many different markets. He seems more motivated by the idea of making humanity a multi-planet species and motivated by the idea of transforming the electric vehicle market, and in so doing, making a significant change in a significant difference in the issue of climate change.
And of course, space exploration at the top of his list. You wrote 10 books, much of them about space exploration. How is he advancing space exploration? And do you like this billionaire boys club, if you will, between him and Jeffrey Bezos? Do you like where we're going?
I do like where we're going, and I'm most impressed with Musk. Bezos and Branson are at this point launching mostly or exclusively suborbital missions meant for tourism, which is fine. Anything that advances the industry, that advances the sector is fine. But Musk has, you're showing right now, the Falcon Super Heavy booster that will launch as early as this year, as early as 2022, rather. the most powerful booster ever built. You're showing also the Starship, which will take human beings to the moon. It's intended to take human beings to the moon and to Mars. And his Falcon Heavy rockets have become the dominant booster, both for NASA missions and for the private sector. So he's exponentially further along than Branson and Bezos are. That's not to say they can't catch up, especially Bezos, who has plans to build his own orbital rocket. But at the moment, the other two are playing on a much more limited field than Musk is.
What separates, would you say, Elon Musk from those guys like Bezos and Branson and other billionaires around the globe? And this is not part of your rationale, but is he a likable figure?
I have interviewed him 3 times since 2012, and I've actually found him increasingly likable over the last few years. He seemed much more reticent in 2012 when we first spoke. In 2019, when I sat down with him for a story we were doing on the 50th anniversary of the first lunar landing, he seemed more open, more accessible, and he seems even more so now. We had a Person of the Year event at the NASDAQ building a couple of nights ago, and he was there being interviewed by our editor-in-chief, Edward Felsenthal, and had his toddler named X in his lap the entire time. And, you know, from what we could glimpse, it certainly looked like a warm and cozy relationship between father and son.
Nothing he does is normal, that much we know. A young son named X. Editor-at-large for Time Magazine, Jeffrey Kluger. Great to have you on the program this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.